One more time. I'm on listen after this. Let's go. Go.
This is a fast Nigerian singer. She resides in Abuja, in Lube to be precise, that died 2 days ago as a result of snake bite. She has been trending. A lot of people, there have been a lot of conversations online as to why did she have to die because of snake bite. Does it mean that the hospital she got to, does it mean that they don't have anti-venom? So this is what her brother has got to say. The brother of this lady posted on Instagram accusing the hospital of complacency. His name is Official Kebaba on Instagram. He said, if he called me yesterday morning at about 8:30 a.m. she says, Amy, don't panic, but I have just been bitten by a snake. I'm on my way to the hospital. I asked her how come, because I was in shock. She says she was sleeping and felt pain. When she opened her eyes, she saw the snake. I realized that wasn't the time to ask too many questions, so I cut the call and called her back with my smaller phone immediately, using the bigger one to call people I knew in Abuja because she was going to the hospital alone, hands tied, just by herself. Divine Health Hospital, Trade Mall Road, Lube, Abuja. That's actually where she went to. That was the first hospital she went to, and when she got there, they immediately said they didn't have anti-venom and could not help her. So she booked a ride immediately to get to the hospital that might have it. Note that while all this was happening, I was still on call with her, never hung up, and she was speaking fine with me. Her hand was tied and she was in a ride headed to Federal Medical Center, Abuja. We got to the next hospital some minutes to 10 a.m. at which point she was still speaking with me. When she got to the second hospital, she went into the emergency department and these guys started bombarding her with questions. I was still on call with her and it was irritating me. I kept saying, what are they doing now? I asked, do they have the anti-venom? And she said they would give her a drip. Now I'm wondering, why will you be administering a drip to someone that has got snake venom in her body? The doctor removed the stuff she used to tie her hands to avoid circulation of the venom and kept telling her to calm down. She immediately told me, Amy, they have removed the thing I used to tie my hand. Me, I felt well since she's at the hospital now. The doctor should know better than me. I encouraged her to calm down. When the drip was in, she started feeling dizzy and her tongue wasn't speaking well again. So that was when I let her relax and ended the call. At that point, also my uncle I had contacted in Abuja was at the hospital with her. So I felt a bit of relief, thinking she was getting all the treatment she needed. Now, when they lost her, I started seeing people say she was beaten at night or the day before, but only came yesterday, which was a lie. Doctor saying she wasn't talking properly and came in late. She came in by herself with both legs without any help. I was speaking with her through it and all. She was very audible. Why did they remove the stuff she tied to prevent the spread of the venom? Told her to calm down and proceed to put a drip. Did they even have the anti-venom at this second hospital? The hospital fed her and doubled down to lie also about everything. I hate this country so much, he said. You see, that's the problem. I'm not a medical practitioner, but I'm wondering how you will put a drip. I don't know whether the drip is the anti-venom. If in fact local medical practitioners will give her the solution. There are a lot of herbs and leaves, neem leaf and many things you could easily give someone and this person will get better. I can't remember the last time I heard that someone die of snake venom, except maybe the snake beat you very well, maybe a venomous snake that beat you, very well, and then you will not be able to, get access to a hospital or something. This lady went to a first hospital. The first hospital doesn't have this anti-venom. Of all places in Abuja, we are not talking of a village or a remote village or a local town. We are talking of Abuja, Lugbe to be precise, where she resides. When she got there, they just if you follow the screenshot I read, you see that she got there by 8. It took her 2 hours to get to a hospital that have the anti-venom. And then because of normal understanding or education that we all have, when you are bitten by a snake, you need to tie your hands. And now, make no mistake, the snake bit her by the hand, not by the leg. Maybe let's say you are bitten by a snake at the back or some other place. You say, how will you be able to tie them? This was by the hand. Is unfortunate and disgraceful. We have Temu doctors these days, online doctors. So you let this woman die, and here is the brother telling the whole world that he was actually speaking with this young lady all through the time she went to the first hospital, and this could be a hospital that will be charging you millions. You don't have the commonest thing that you could have in your hospital, anti-venom. If you don't have it, you go get it. It could be refrigerated, it could be preserved, because currently I'm actually managing a property, and then I have some people come to me who are complaining that they have seen scorpion, they have seen snake. I said, this is a period where you see these reptiles and all that. They crawl to these cool places, so you need to keep your corners clean to avoid them. Maybe after like 2 months or 3 months, where we'll be experiencing rainfall, you won't be seeing them again. But then it's not a Nigerian thing. Australia have got snakes. In fact, in your homes in Australia, if you have friends and colleagues in Australia, they will tell you they have snakes. But these people have got anti-venom close. If you are bitten by this venomous snake, they will just around the corner. It's just close to reach. But in a place like Abuja, Federal Capital Territory, a hospital doesn't have anti-venom. If they don't have anti-venom, what then would they have? Maybe they don't have paracetamol. It's a shame. So the brother was saying that they have not actually been able to read I know the hospital have released a statement, put out a disclaimer that it was not as a result of their complacency, because Nigerians are accusing them of complacency. They say it's not because of their complacency that the lady died, because the lady got in late, the lady got in there unconscious. But here is the brother telling the whole world that he was speaking with her all through the time she got out of the house, went to the first hospital. The first hospital doesn't have anti-venom. Then she proceeded to the second one. The second one got there, and according to him, yes, doctors will question you. They need to ask you questions before they could administer anything, so that they will not make mistake and they lose their license. So they ask the right questions. But why putting a drip? That's the big question. What has drip got to do with someone bitten by a snake? Is the question we should be asking this hospital now is, the drip that you administered to her, was it the anti-venom, or maybe you don't have it? So it's quite embarrassing when we hear Nigeria happened to you. It just so happened to this young lady. You watch her videos, vibrant, fast-rising, a vocalist. I mean, she has performed many places. I think one of the British diplomats came to Nigeria. She sang, and this is our new national anthem, Nigeria We Held It. She sang it. In fact, there was one UEFA Champions League song she sang. Heineken, official Heineken, commented on her IG. I just got to know her just as she died. I didn't know her before the news of her death. But then this lady was at the peak of her career. I'm saying it again. And then her life was just cut short because of complacency, because of lack of immediate attention to anyone that has an emergency. Anywhere you are as a Nigerian, I keep saying it, just pray you don't have any medical emergency. If you do, I'm afraid you are at God's mercy, and it's only God that will deliver you. Because Nigeria, Anthony Joshua had an accident, and people were like, road safety that always stop cars on the road, they don't have ambulance. That's even what many South Africans, Ghanaians, and many others, they are using to mock us online. They say Nigeria doesn't have an ambulance. And even right there, someone who has an accident, who has brought good reputation to the country. You know, he has lifted Nigeria high globally. Right there at the scene, his mobile phone was stolen. His mobile phone was stolen, and even the police that were there on ground did not, secure the place. When something happens at a site, at a scene, what the job of the police is go there and secure the place so that they'll be able to, monitor and investigate what happened in that scene. But then they left the place. Someone stole his phone. Isn't that disgraceful? So a lot. I don't want to use bad words, but this country is plagued with a lot of things. Bad leadership, complacency by the hospitals. In fact, I was making a statement in my last video. I said currently Nigerian doctors, they are on strike, Johesu or something. A video I posted on my Facebook, one of the directors of the Medical Association of Nigeria in, I think, in Niger State, came to the comment section to present their case that the federal government should increase their salary and all of that. Doctors, why wouldn't doctors be complacent when they are not well paid? Nigerians, doctors, medical practitioners, those in the medical sector, health professionals, they are going to US, they are going to UK, they are going to Australia, because that's where they are highly paid and respected and honored and valued. Here, I don't think I've seen anything in Nigerians. There is only politicians that promise us nothing, that just there to enrich themselves. We see a lot of politicians now that the likes of Nyesom Wike and Dave Umahi, they are now recruiting their own children to take over from them. So it's now like a family business. So Nigerians must rise against this failed system. The day we wake up and say this system can no longer be tolerated, that's the day Nigeria will get better. But the problem is we are still battling with religious sentiment and tribal sentiment. And until this is taken away, maybe things might even get worse.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Are we on my way? Are we on my way?
One more time. Let's not like this. Let's go. Go.
We in the village, the mighty village, the lion sleeps tonight. In the village, the mighty village, the lion sleeps tonight. Are we on my way? Are we on my way?
After verse 2, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think.
So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trust